Bitcoin just dropped from 120,000 to 86,000 in a month. And guess what happened next? The stock market followed, down 5%. Your friend thinks it's a coincidence. But what if I told you that Bitcoin's next move could crash the entire stock market? This video will teach you how to become smarter than your friend, to invest well, and to avoid the pitfalls. In this video, I'm showing you the 7 reasons why Bitcoin and stocks are about to crash together, and how to protect yourself before it's too late. Because here's what most people don't understand. Bitcoin doesn't live in its own world anymore. When Bitcoin crashes, stocks follow. Your stock portfolio could drop 30% because of a Bitcoin crash you did not see coming. And it could happen while you're sleeping tonight. So I'm going to walk you through the actual data, the correlation numbers, the institutional holdings, everything that connects Bitcoin to stocks right now. These are the same warning signs before every major crash in history, and they're all flashing red. And the 6th reason will save you a ton of money. Let's get into it. Reason number 1, the stock market now follows Bitcoin. Here's something that should terrify you. 3 weeks ago, Bitcoin dropped from 108,000 to 92,000. That's a 15% crash. And then what happened next? The S&P 500 dropped 5%. Tech stocks dropped even more. Same time, same pattern. This isn't a coincidence. This is the new reality. Bitcoin moves first, then stocks follow. The correlation between Bitcoin and stocks is now over 0.8. That's almost perfect correlation. 1 means they can move exactly together. 0 means there's no correlation. Bitcoin is at 0.8. That's higher than it's ever been. Remember when Bitcoin was supposed to be different? Digital gold, a hedge against stocks? When stocks drop, Bitcoin goes up, right? That was the theory. That was the promise. It's now dead. Bitcoin now moves with stocks like twins. When tech stocks crash, Bitcoin crashes harder. When Bitcoin crashes, stocks follow right behind. They're locked together. And that means when one goes down, they both go down. And fast. Reason number 2, the leverage bomb is ready to explode. Here's where it gets dangerous. Bitcoin isn't bought with cash anymore. It's bought with borrowed money. Massive amounts. People borrow dollars to buy Bitcoin. They use 10x, 20x, even 100x leverage. When Bitcoin goes up 1%, their account goes up 100%. Sounds great, but leverage works both ways. When Bitcoin drops 1%, leveraged accounts drop 100%. Gone, wiped out. And when accounts blow up, exchanges force them to sell. And now you have to sell everything or lose everything. So when Bitcoin starts dropping, leverage positions get liquidated. They are forced to sell, which makes Bitcoin drop even more, which forces more selling. It's a waterfall. And once it starts, it doesn't stop until all leverage is destroyed. Right now, Bitcoin futures open interest is at all-time highs. That means maximum leverage. We are maxed out at debt. The bomb is armed. One spark and the whole thing explodes. And guess what? When Bitcoin explodes and goes down, the stocks will all follow. Here's reason number 3. Institutions, they connected everything. 5 years ago, Bitcoin was for rebels, tech nerds, people who didn't trust banks. Now, banks own Bitcoin. Hedge funds own Bitcoin. Pension funds own Bitcoin. There are Bitcoin ETFs. MicroStrategy bought billions in Bitcoin using borrowed money. Companies put it on their balance sheets. This sounds good for Bitcoin, right? Institutional adoption, people say. But that creates a massive problem. Now, when Bitcoin crashes, it doesn't just hurt crypto bros. It hurts pension funds, company balance sheets, banks, stock prices, the entire economy. Reason number 4, the dollar is crushing both. Here's the hidden connection. Bitcoin is priced in dollars, and when the dollar gets stronger, Bitcoin goes down. Always. But the dollar also crushes stocks. A strong dollar hurts international companies, makes their products expensive overseas, and then profits drop. Stocks drop. Right now, the dollar is getting stronger, fast. Why? Because Japan is raising rates. By the way, check out the video I recently made about Japan. It's the first link in the description. So if Japan is raising rates, the dollar gets stronger. And now there's global uncertainty. Fear is introduced, and when people get scared, they buy dollars. And dollars are safe, right? And when the dollar goes up, Bitcoin goes down, so stocks go down, both at the same time. The dollar is the invisible hand crushing both markets. And right now the dollar is rising like crazy, which means Bitcoin and stocks are getting squeezed together. The pressure is building, and when something breaks, both markets crash at once. Reason number 5, the liquidation cascade is loading. So let me explain how crashes actually happen. It's not just one big seller, it's a chain reaction. Bitcoin drops for any reason. News, whale selling, doesn't matter. As Bitcoin drops, leverage positions hit liquidation. They are forced to sell, and that selling pushes Bitcoin even lower, which triggers more liquidations, which triggers more selling. It's a literal death spiral. Meanwhile, people who own both Bitcoin and stocks start panicking. Bitcoin starts crashing, so they think stocks are next. So they sell stocks to raise cash, or to cover Bitcoin losses, or because they're scared. Then stocks start dropping, and now the cycle gets even worse. Reason number 6, and this is the one that will save you a ton of money, and it's that retail panic sells everything. And here's where your brain comes into play. Here's the human psychology part. Regular people don't separate Bitcoin and stocks anymore. They're all just investments to them. So when Bitcoin crashes, they panic about everything. And they check their stock account, which is red. So they check their crypto account, which is red again. And then they start panic selling. And social media inflates this even more and makes it 1,000 times worse. Because someone might post on Reddit or somewhere else that Bitcoin is crashing. And now 10,000 people see it. So now they start panicking. And now this is a wildfire. And here's the final reason. Reason number 7, the psychological break. Markets run on confidence. When people believe prices go up, they buy. When they believe prices go down, they sell. Simple, right? So for years, people believed Bitcoin and stocks would keep going up forever. Sure, pullbacks are possible, but long term, no, they are always going to go up, right? So what happens when confidence breaks? When people suddenly think that maybe Bitcoin isn't going to go to 200,000. Maybe stocks aren't hitting new highs. Maybe this is the top. When that belief breaks, everything changes. People stop buying dips, they sell every bounce, and once that shift happens, markets don't correct. They crash. And now everyone's gonna want to get out at once, and no one is left to buy. So right now we are seeing early signs. Bitcoin dropped 15%, and it's slowly recovering. Stocks dropped 5%, and they're slowly recovering. But people are still nervous. Everyone is stressing about the economy. And if Bitcoin drops below 85,000 again, and stocks drop even more, that psychological break will happen super fast. So what should you do right now? You shouldn't wait for certainty. Nobody can predict the exact day, but the conditions are perfect for a crash. If you're up big on Bitcoin, take some profits, lock in gains. If you're trading on margin, cut it back. Maybe stop it altogether for now. Stop the leverage before it might kill you. Hold more cash, maybe 20 to 30%, just in case. Buy protection. Put options on stocks if that is what you know how to play. Diversify into things that do well in crashes. Gold went up this year like crazy while everything else got shaky. Don't be 100% invested with no protection. The lions who survive see the fire coming. They move before everyone panics.